A people who had homes, families, dreams, and a future. But in 2017, their lives were shattered. On August 25th of 2017, a brutal campaign of violence began against the Rohingya people in Myanmar's Rakhine state. Thousands were killed, villages were burned, families were separated, women and children faced unimaginable violence. More than 700,000 Rohingya were forced to flee across the border into Bangladesh, seeking nothing more than safety. They left behind their homes, their land, their livelihoods, and everything they knew. Today, nearly 1.3 million Rohingya refugees live in Bangladesh, primarily in the refugee camps of Cox's Bazar. But their story is not only a story of loss, it is also a story of survival, a story of resilience, and a story of hope. Since 2017, BASMAH has been standing beside the Rohingya refugee community in Bangladesh. From the very beginning, BASMAH responded to urgent humanitarian needs, but our mission did not stop at emergency relief. Over the years, BASMAH has developed long-term programs focused on education, healthcare, clean water, food assistance, orphan care, women's empowerment, and community development. Our goal is simple, not only to help people survive, but to help them build a better future. Education is at the heart of BASMAH's work. BASMAH operates 7 learning centers, providing completely free primary education to more than 1,000 Rohingya students, including free school bags, books, pens, uniforms, and educational materials. BASMAH also operates 5 learning centers for higher education, providing free high school education to around 300 Rohingya students, with all necessary educational support provided free of charge. Because we believe when you educate a child, you help build the future of an entire community. Medical for many families living in the refugee camps, access to quality health care remains a major challenge. To help meet this need, BASMAH operates 3 health posts, providing free medical care and free medicines to Rohingya refugees and vulnerable communities. Every day, more than 200 patients receive essential healthcare services, including primary medical care, dental care, and eye care. For someone with nowhere else to turn, a doctor, medicine, and a caring hand can make all the difference. Healthcare is not a privilege. It is a basic human right. Among the most vulnerable are children who have lost one or both parents. BASMAH currently operates 7 orphan centers and supports 21 additional orphan centers, providing free care and support to around 250 orphan children and more than 500 Rohingya needy children. Through these programs, children receive free education, food, clothing, educational materials, and essential support in a safe and caring environment. Because every child deserves a safe childhood. Every child deserves an education, and every child deserves a future. BASMAH works to empower women through free sewing machine training and free sewing machine distribution. These programs help women develop practical skills, create income opportunities, and support their families with greater independence and dignity. Because when we empower a woman, we empower a family and strengthen a community. BASMAH provides free food assistance to families facing hunger and hardship. Through its Ramadan Iftar program, BASMAH distributes free iftar meals to thousands of fasting people. During Qurbani, BASMAH provides free Qurbani meat to Rohingya refugees and vulnerable families. During the winter season, BASMAH distributes free winter clothing to families in need. Through its Clean Water Project, BASMAH works to provide safe and accessible drinking water to Rohingya refugees. BASMAH also provides free disaster relief, zakat and sadaqah assistance, and other humanitarian support. Each project addresses a different need, but they all share one purpose: to restore dignity, create opportunities, and bring hope. But BASMAH's commitment to the Rohingya does not end at the borders of Bangladesh. Through BASMAH USA, our work also extends to Rohingya communities across the United States. Through sponsorships with organizations including Islamic Center of Rolet in Dallas, Texas, Islamic Center of New York in Buffalo, New York, and Devon Cultural Center in Chicago, Illinois, BASMAH supports education for Rohingya children and provides food assistance and other community support programs. Through these initiatives, BASMAH is helping Rohingya families meet their immediate needs while building stronger and more connected communities. BASMAH is also working with Rohingya communities in Florida and Michigan, expanding its support in community development efforts. Because wherever Rohingya families live, their hopes, their needs, and their future matter. Today at the Rohingya Genocide Remembrance Day event, we remember. We remember the lives that were lost. We remember the families who were torn apart. We remember the homes that were destroyed. We remember the children who were forced to leave their homeland. But remembrance must lead to action. Because the Rohingya crisis is not simply a chapter in history, it is still a reality. And the Rohingya people still need our support. Since 2017, BASMAH has been there. We were there in the beginning. We are there today. And inshallah, we will continue to stand with the Rohingya for as long as they need us. Because humanity has no borders. A child's dream has no nationality, and compassion has no limits. The Rohingya may have lost their homeland, but they must never lose their hope. We remember, we stand with the Rohingya, and we will continue to serve. BASMAH, brighten a life, change the world.